Hey people, Book Jedi here, and I'm doing my week. I'm gonna say week reading because I know like one of these books I will not be able to finish before the month is up, or even before the weekend is up. And this is basically one of the last two weekends we're gonna have. It's Memorial Day weekend, so this is gonna be the last, probably the last three books I'm gonna be reading for the month, leading into next month. So let's get started. One book that I have that is on my Kindle, which I'm recording on right now, is called Village Books. I don't remember the author's name, but I will link her name, his or her name down below in the information box down below. And the book is called Village Books, and it's an ebook. Oh, I think it's solely an ebook. It might be a physical copy too. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. You can actually look on Amazon yourselves if you want to find out about that book. Village Books is basically about this little bookstore in somewhere in Canada, and I keep forgetting the main character's name, but he works in this bookstore for a guy named Dante who is having major issues with his mother because in the book basically stating every Italian man has issues with their mama. Dante, the boss, is gay, and his mother does not know. It happens. So I'm gonna try to attempt to get a little bit more into it. I'm 30% in so far, so I think there's like 200 to 300 pages in that book. So hopefully I could probably make more of a dent in that book. Hopefully I can. The next book I'm planning on completing, because there's like 300 and change worth of story in this book, and wait, hold on. Alright, there's 329 pages in this book, and I'm already up to page 208. I'm gonna attempt to complete this book, and the book is Little Black Lies by Sandra Block. Yes, Block, not Bullock, Block. It's by Sandra Block. It's basically this doctor named Zoe Goldman. She's a resident. My bad, I just said doctor. She's a resident, and that's trying to get her, degree in psychology. Problem is, she has her own issues where she has to take like Prozac, or Prozac and a few other medications for depression and anxiety, and she deals with this one patient who had been considered criminally insane. The patient killed her mother and so forth, and she ended up in a psych ward that Zoe works in, and in order for Zoe feels in order to actually help this woman, is to actually call in her, probably the only relative that's willing to talk to her, even though he has some animosity towards the patient, is her brother. I'm not going to go into any more details but those, because I know those are little minor spoilers, and I apologize for that if you plan on reading it. But again, the book I'm actually planning on finishing this week is Little Black Lies by Sandra Block. And the last book I'm going to attempt for this month, because the author is releasing a book next month on June 9th, is the book from Mclay Hamilton, Affliction. It's the 22nd installment, and this is author. It's the 22nd installment of the Anita Blake series, and the 24th one. The reason why I'm skipping from the 22nd to the 24th is because the 23rd book is a novella, so I really don't count that as a full-fledged thing, but even though it was a novel, but the book that she's coming out with is called Dead Ice. So I basically want to get into this again and probably hopefully complete it this time, because it's 540 pages worth of book. And from what I remember, or from what basically it is about, Affliction is about, is basically Anita Blake, the main character of the whole series, is basically a zombie necromancer as well as a vampire hunter. She raises zombies for a living as well as hunts vampires for the United States Marshals. She has been ordained as a marshal to kill, in order to get into some places legally, in order to kill the bad vampires. Now, I don't know what Dead Ice is about, but I'm hoping, I can't wait for that book. But yeah, those three books are my go-to for the remaining full week to come, as well as this weekend. So, it's Affliction by Mclay Hamilton, Little Black Lies by Sandra Block, and Village Books by an author to be announced down there. If you're interested in any of the books, leave a comment and like the video. And if you didn't subscribe. Let me know if you've read any of these books at all, and we can kind of talk about it. All right, ciao, people.